Hi, I'm Ms. Peralta. I'm one of the school social workers here at NFA. And just real briefly, I just want to tell you guys about a new club that's being started here at the high school. It's called Club Cell. You might have seen some of the posters around that I've put up, but here's the posters. Again, it's a new club. It's called Club Cell. Cell stands for Social Emotional Learning. And what's great about this club, if you'd like to join, it's going to be an opportunity for students to really kind of speak up about what are some of the like issues that are happening at school that students are struggling with, whether that's social issues that they're having or emotional issues that they're having, and then to come together in this new group to kind of come up with ways that we could put out information for students to have to help themselves. And that could be on a whole different variety of topics. But again, this is a great club. It's going to be impactful. It would be great, look great on your college applications. So again, I really encourage you to join if you're interested in doing this kind of work, and having a big impact on our school community. So this group is going to start next Monday, on January 31st. We're going to meet after school in the Career Center. If you can't meet after school or you don't have a ride, that's fine. Just hop on the Google Meet on the class code and you could join virtually. But really looking forward to everybody kind of participating and being a part of this. So there's a QR code there. That way you could just register. So you can use that, or like again, there's posters all over the school. Just use that QR code to register for the club. So again, Miss Peralta, I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys this week when you join the club. All right, thanks.
Man, I need a haircut.
I mean, if you need a haircut really badly, then you could just go to this room. It's the cosmetology room. You can honestly just choose many different choices right here on this paper right now, so if you want.
Which one do you think I should get? I don't know which one to get.
Well, from the looks of your style of hair and choice, I'd say most likely probably get the highlighting and color per foil, which is only $3 if you want.
Do you think I should get the color blue and gold for the highlights?
Yeah, I mean, it would be good promotion colors for the school, the school that we're in, Newburgh Free Academy. Want to get your hair done? Go to cosmetology.
The Empire program will run on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:20 to 3:50. There is no busing yet. Please see Mr. Cruz in 264 or Mrs. Salisbury in the main office for more information and schedules. Sila Billetisari is in room 13 with Mrs. Van Reyes and Mrs. Mendez. Music will be in 258 with Dr. Carroll. Building beautification is in room 138 with Mrs. Michaud. If you are already registered, report directly to the lecture room upon dismissal. Other activities will be announced soon.
As a reminder to our students, you must have your ID with you and visible at all times. There will be various security checks throughout the building where your ID will need to be presented if you are in the hallway after the bell. If you do not have your ID, you will be detained.
Mrs. Caldera will be hosting final auditions on Monday, January 31st from 2:30 to 4 in the NFA Dance Studio. Transportation home must be arranged. Please pick up packets in all administration offices prior to auditions. All students are eligible to participate. Come dressed and prepared. Please see Mrs. Caldera in her office, room 236, periods 4, 7, or 9, if you have any questions. Student parking has been opened up for juniors. Stop by the Student Activities offices, room 280 in West Wing, to pick up an application. If you would like extra help in Spanish, sign up for the Empire program. Mrs. Pimentel is tutoring all levels on Tuesdays and Thursdays in room 145 from 2:30 to 3:50.
Hey. Don't eat in the hallway, man. Put your mask up, man. It's COVID. All right, my fault. Appreciate it.
Finally, a place I can eat.
Secret Valentine Fundraiser Suites for your secret suite, sponsored by the class of 2024 sophomores. Each Secret Valentine is $1. The Secret Valentine treat will have one heart-shaped lollipop with a message of your choice to have delivered to your secret someone. Pre-sales will begin the week of January 17th and end on February 9th. Distribution will begin February 10th and will be distributed to homerooms. Order forms are available on the student launchpad, and a sophomore class representative will come to you to collect the money. Give a suite to your secret suite and help support the sophomore class. Cohort 2018 is excited to announce a monthly attendance incentive contest for the remainder of the school year. Students with the best attendance and the most improved attendance will be entered into a drawing for gift cards and other prizes. 10 winners will be announced on GBTV. The Colonnade magazine is looking for student work for the annual publication. Please submit your poems, short stories, plays, or your photographs, artwork, or doodles to the Colonnade advisors, Mr. Waltz and Mrs. McCurdy. Feel free to contact them with any questions at rwaltz@necsd.net or vmccurdy@necsd.net.
Hey, your ID needs to be visible in you at all times.
Oh, okay, I have it right here.
Okay, good.
Have a good day, NFA.
Hello, and welcome to the Game Clock. I'm your host, Declan Welling, covering this week's sports news. The boys' varsity basketball team is 7-2, beating Warwick 70-57 on Friday the 21st. The competitive cheer team placed third this week at Warwick Valley's Battle of the Bows. The boys' swim team fell behind in a meet against Pine Bush. Jackson Gervis won the 500 freestyle, and diver Cole Malarkey scored 160 points. Today, I am joined with star freshmen Jackson Cooper and Jack Mummery from the swim team to talk about last night's swim meet against Pine Bush. Today, I'm joined with star freshmen Jackson Cooper and Jack Mummery to talk about last night's meet against Pine Bush. Jackson, last night you swam the 200 freestyle and the 100 butterfly. Are those events you normally swim?
They're some of the events I swim, but they're not my best.
What events do you like to swim?
I've been swimming the 500 a lot lately.
500. Nice. Jack, you swam against the Bushman's Tomac Oaks in the 100 freestyle and lost by only 1 second. Do you think this is going to be a rivalry for the next couple of years?
I think me and Tomac will have good competition throughout our high school careers, and it'll be pretty close.
For both of you, where do you want to see the team in the near future?
I want to see us try to compete, win sections, try
Yeah, we'll be a competitive team for the next
3 or
many
so
years.
Graduating senior Michael Bubba Abrams is leaving after 4 years with the team. Has he inspired you in any way?
He's been like a older brother to me.
He's inspired us to just, continue, get better, keep going.
Jack, you also swam the 50 freestyle. Anything to mention about that?
It's not my main event, but I'm able to do it.
We may have lost the meet, but do you think we can beat them later at sections or maybe in the next couple of years?
I think in the next couple of years we'll be a very competitive and close team to Pine Bush.
This Friday, we go to Kingston for the last meet before OCIAs. How confident are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I feel like we can go in and show stuff before OCIAs and sections.
Thank you for your time, and good luck.
Thank you.
There is a term in the world of college football known as Chaos Week. This week was 100% the NFL's Chaos Week. I'm JJ Seglio, and this is a very special playoffs version on the weekly wrap-up. Now, before we start, we need to do a bit of catching up. We started out with 14 teams. In the AFC, the Titans, Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Raiders, Patriots, Steelers. In the NFC, the Packers, Bucks, Cowboys, Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, Eagles. Last week, 6 teams met the tragic fate of elimination. The Cardinals, Cowboys, Eagles, Raiders, Patriots, and Steelers were all bounced in the first round of the playoffs, leaving 8 left in the quest for the Super Bowl. After yesterday, however, only 4 remain. Now that we have caught up, let's get to the games. We started in Nashville, Tennessee, as the 1-seeded Titans hosted the number 4-seeded Bengals. This was a huge game for the Titans as it was the return of the king, Derrick Henry. The Titans and Bengals had some of the top offenses in the league, so it was a bit shocking watching the Titans defense sack Joe Burrow 9 times, which is a playoff record. The Titans were down 16-6 and everyone started to rule them out. But a field goal, interception, and A.J. Brown touchdown tied it up for the Titans. The Titans would get the ball back and throw another interception, giving the Bengals the ball back. With about a minute left, the Bengals drove down the field, setting up Evan McPherson for the game-winning field goal. With that win, the Bengals sent the one-seed Titans home and clinched a spot in the AFC Championship against either the Bills or the Chiefs. The Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. These two were the soap opera of the offseason when rumors were spreading that Rodgers was going to leave. They said this was his last chance with the Packers. It was Super Bowl or bust for Green Bay. The Packers finished with the 1 seed and were set to face the 6-seeded 49ers at Lambeau Field. The Packers started off phenomenally with a touchdown on their first drive. The cold weather effects were playing a huge factor in this game. Special teams played one of the biggest roles of this game as the Niners would have a blocked field goal, and a blocked punt to tie it at 10. The Niners would then kick a game-winning field goal to send the 1-seeded Packers home and keep their season alive. Their next game will be on the road in either Tampa Bay or Los Angeles in the NFC Championship game on January 30th, 2022. This Los Angeles Rams football team is giving me too much 2018 vibes. It's kind of ridiculous. After demolishing the Cardinals, they would travel to Tampa Bay to play the reigning defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady. The Rams dominated right from the start, going up 17-3 after a Cooper Kupp touchdown on 3rd and 20. After halftime, the Rams scored again to make it 27-3. One thing that I have learned from watching NFL games for a very long time, a game is never over when you are playing against Tom Brady. After what looked like a Los Angeles theater extravaganza of fumbling footballs, the Bucs would cut it to a 27-20 lead. They then got stopped on 3rd and 11, but then scored on 4th and 1 to tie the game at 27. The Rams would then look to the Stafford Cup connection to set up a game-winning field goal for Matt Gay, setting up an NFC Championship game of once again the 49ers at the Rams. After the Falcon-like choke by the Rams again, I thought that was the game of the week. It wasn't even the game of the day, as we would see an AFC Championship rematch between the 3-seeded Buffalo Bills and the 2-seeded Kansas City Chiefs. This game was the ultimate back and forth. We all remember the Stephon Diggs picture, right? Where he stood on the field watching the Chiefs celebrate. This was his chance to get revenge. The Bills and Chiefs were trading touchdowns as Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes were having some of the best games and plays of their career. With about a minute left, the Bills drove down and scored with 13 seconds left to make it 36-33. All the Bills had to do was stop KC from getting points on the board. The Chiefs then rallied and kicked a field goal to tie it up at 36 apiece. Before the game, the Bills had the number 1 defense in the NFL. This game would go into OT. Sadly, it was decided by a coin toss. The Chiefs would score and win 42-36, setting up a rematch in Kansas City against Cincinnati Bengals. After the Bills game, a lot of speculation rose about maybe changing the overtime rules. They are right, because a game like that should not be decided by the flip of a coin. Anyways, after a wild card weekend full of blowouts and disappointing games, it was nice that divisional weekend was the opposite. Next week, we will cover championship week as the 49ers will once again face off against the LA Rams and the Bengals facing the Chiefs. The winners of those games will meet in Los Angeles in 2 weeks of the Super Bowl on February 13th. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on championship weekend.